beeping of the like hazard lights that you guys hear. Today is actually payday, and as you guys know, I am not taking out money from my bank account, from my payroll I should say, because of like whatever I explained. I'm not gonna repeat myself, but whatever I explained 2 videos ago and last video as well. However, coincidentally, today's actually the same day that I got paid my tax return, and so I have to go to the bank anyways because I have to deposit on my husband's half of the rent money, and so I'm gonna go deposit that to the bank anyways because we need to make a transfer. And yes, it's kind of weird that we pay on the 15th, but is what it is. I have my little co-host somewhere here. You can't see her hair, but she's definitely here. Yeah, we're gonna go to the bank, so I definitely have to Mayo. Okay. She's asking for my hand. You see your little hand over there? So yeah, I have to do that right now because my half of the rent is taken care of, but he just gave it to me today. And so I gotta go deposit that. I gotta then send it to my landlord. I gotta do a whole bunch of like little transfers here and there. And then I will actually show you guys a little bit later on how exactly I'm breaking down my tax return and like where the money is going and such. I'm not gonna go into detail in terms of like how I do it. Obviously, if you guys are a grown adult and you have a bank account and you have a job, I'm pretty sure you know how to like work through payees at this point, or however way you call it in the States. I know that in the States, you guys don't have like a direct bank-to-bank transfer. You guys have something called like, is it Venmo and like some other apps or whatever? I hope that like the States figures that out because I feel like you guys are so advanced in a lot of things, and I cannot believe that the States are still not like able to transfer from bank to bank. You have to go through like a third portal app in order to receive money from others. So that's kind of weird, but anyways, that's a different topic, and I'm not even a US citizen or a US resident, so why does it affect me? I'm not sure. I'm gonna do all my transfers or whatever, and then later on, because a portion of the money that I was gonna take out is for cash envelope stuffing anyways, and so I will show you that. So yeah, let's just head on over to the bank. It's a beautiful day outside today, and I'm not gonna look at the camera right now because I am driving. I forgot to mention earlier, if you guys are new to the channel and haven't done so already, and you're looking forward to more cash stuffing and just in general budgeting tips, tricks, and whatever, I am not a financial advisor, but I'm just a girl who has finances, and you know, I like sharing things that work for me. I like talking as well, and so that's why you see a lot of yapping in these videos. Feel free to subscribe to the channel if you are so inclined. I'd love to have you over in the future video. Make sure to leave me some comments down below to see if you guys are interested in anything in particular. Maybe it's something that I can somehow discuss in the realm of the money things that I talk about on this channel. I hope that you guys enjoy the content moving forward. I did want to mention that it's a beautiful day today because sadly I am having a not so great day, besides the fact that it's payday and besides the fact that it's tax return day. Like, the only positive thing that has happened to me today is the fact that I woke up. Thank God and praise God for that. But two, my baby's healthy, my baby's fine, my baby is all the good things of life, you know what I mean? If that's the only positive thing, it is still something that I should be grateful for. However, I just want to take a moment to say, and I'll put a verse of the day here, plus the verse of the day that I usually bless you guys with at the end of the video, I should say. Whatever it is that I put here for right now, I hope that it is relevant to healing. I hope that it is relevant to healing souls, whether that's anxiety because of finances, whether that's anxiety and depression because of family matters, whether that's anxiety because of job situations or health. I hope that you are able to pray to God and give God your problems because He cares for you. He cares for you so deeply that He wants you to be okay, and He wants you to hand your worries to Him. Place them at His feet so you're able to feel more tranquil and feel fuller with His peace that is beyond our understanding. I'm still trying to become a better person when it comes to, you know, all the things that I have to do to become a better person. However, little things here and there obviously still attack me. Those are my Achilles heel. Is that the expression in English? Some things just really like hurt me every single day, and nonetheless makes me anxious, makes me sad, although everybody who knows me personally knows that I'm typically a very happy person. It's just some circumstances that I'm going through. It is what it is. But anyways, just wanted to say that because God cares for you, God loves you so much, and He wants you to be okay. I pray that everybody watching this video and under the sound of my voice, that they are drawn a little bit closer to the Lord each and every single day, and I hope that the Lord is able to, at His time, be able to help them become better followers of Christ, better stewards of the word to other people. And I hope that you know that just because you are saved by God's grace and you are saved by the love of God doesn't mean that you're gonna live a perfect life here on after. It's always gonna be a struggle, and it's actually known as spiritual warfare from what I'm aware of. It's the fact that the devil knows that you got baptized, or the devil knows that you are closer in your walk with God, and therefore let's make their life a little bit more difficult, because that's what the devil wants. Oh, now you chose to be a better follower of Christ, let me make your life harder so you know that God isn't real, when God is real. Just because God is real and just because God cares for you doesn't mean that you're not going to go through troubling times. And so yeah, this is not a Christian channel, of course. This is actually my second channel, and I talk more life-related things, including some Christian stuff, in my first channel. And this is a selfless plug for my first channel. If you guys are not aware that I have an original channel, which I started a long time ago, please go subscribe to that as well. Just leave it somewhere up here on the screen. But But yeah, I thought that that would be important because, well, sometimes money makes us anxious. Right now, I'm super anxious and not having the greatest day, not because of money reasons, but just in general, you know what I'm saying? She's not having a good day. And so pray for me if you guys wouldn't mind. Prayer can be sought out and requested at any point. And I hope that at some point you guys are able to grant me a little bit of your time by praying for me and my health and my well-being. I love you guys, and right now I'm just gonna go turn into the bank. I'm gonna get myself a little coffee because that's my little tradition to do on paydays. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Yeah, it shall be a good time. I know majority of us cash stuffers are in the States, so I'll show you guys what our $100 bill looks like. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And then you guys have seen the smaller denominations because that's what I use in my cash stuffing, but I will put it in my little money bag and I will show you like a little close-up. I'm planning on getting, you guys will see later, I'm planning on getting $75 for cash stuffing just in fives because I don't know how I want to exactly disperse that. But besides that, I guess we can find out together who's on the $5 bill because I didn't have a chance to check. I didn't even check who is on the $100 bill. And correct me if I'm wrong, I believe in Canada we have a $1,000 bill. Is that true? Awesome. So we have, nobody's behind me. Perfect, I'm in the drive-thru. So this is our $5 bill here. So we have this little, whatever this is. I guess this is the, what does it say here? This is Canada RM2. This is like some mission that they went to the moon or to space or whatever for. And then you see here, we have the little plastic bill. We have I think it says here, this is Sir Wilfrid Laurier, and he was the Prime Minister 1896 to 1911. So you'll see him also on the little plastic. I love Canadian bills because they make it a little bit easier to not get confused. I can only imagine it's a little bit harder in the States to not confuse your bills because yes, there's slightly different tones of like green or yellow or whatever, but because they all feel the same and because there's not that like, wow, our $50 bill is like bright orange red, our $20 bill is green, but it's like bright green. You get what I'm saying? I can only imagine that in the States sometimes, like if you don't want to hand over a 20, you want to hand over like a 1 or something, and you're over here like just going by just seeing it, but you don't check it properly. Oof, I can imagine. But anyways, we're gonna go back home now. I have my little iced coffee here and some breakfast that I'm gonna share with the baby. And yeah, let's get to the cash stuffing. You guys will see the cash stuffing obviously like right now because of the video. However, I will be filming the cash stuffing way later because I have to go home, do my work and stuff like that. Plus, I have to put the baby to sleep for me to film properly. So that's the plan. Nonetheless, enjoy these nanoseconds before the next clip. Hey everyone, welcome back. So I'm now at the desk, and as mentioned to you guys in the previous clip, this is money that I wasn't expecting today. So I wanted to show you guys what I have going on here and how I decided to break down my tax return. I hope that you guys can see that properly. And this is obviously not numbers or figures to show off or anything like that. These numbers don't even necessarily have to do with your income. I could be making like a whole bunch of money, and this is just a very minuscule part that I'm getting back from the government. I could be making very little money, and therefore I don't owe taxes to the government. So this is not to be indicative of the money that I actually make or how much money I make a month or whatever it is. I hope that you guys do realize that. We all know if we pay our taxes that sometimes the government is very random in how like it charges us versus like how much sometimes we owe versus not owe, etc. So I just want you guys to know that I'm showing you guys these numbers transparently, not because of anything in particular, just besides to make this breakdown a little bit easier for you guys to understand, for you guys to actually work with numbers better. So as you guys can see here, the total tax return amount that I got was $4,206.11, and I did block this off just because I wanted to be private about what kind of debt it was that I was paying off. But my husband and I do have this particular debt that I did cover, and that one we wanted to put a portion of this tax return towards that. And by a portion, I obviously mean like a bulk of it, but it is just to get rid of it. So we did put $3,211.02. So I am gonna be waiting for my like the debt specialist or whatever to call me specifically to be sure that these numbers haven't gone up or down. I just want to be sure that all those numbers are accurate, and so therefore we do have a buffer along with that I transferred for myself. I do have that buffer in my bank account, and so what I'm left with for myself, or for my own fun I suppose, is $995.09. And this is the little breakdown that I did for myself in order to be able to, you know, have some money to work with but also pay down some debts. I just kind of broke it down so at the end I would have remaining $0, aka zero based budget. So as you guys can see, I did have some money that I sent to my mom as mom's gift. I did have the cash withdrawn here at $75, which is what you guys see on the side here, which we will be playing with it later. I do have some cards and such that I wanted to pay off, and then some sinking funds online that I wanted to have fulfilled with some amount. So I did have that. So the remaining amount did get to be zero. And so let's just move on to doing our cash stuffing. So as you guys saw earlier today, I did go get this money from the bank, and it is just $75 here. I just move this little money bag out of the way. All right, and just to practice and to you guys know how much I'm working with, although I did say it earlier. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it would be 50, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 15 times 5 is 75, which is the amounts that I did remove from the bank. So I did put the amounts, and this is a candle. So I'm gonna just set this money off to the side. I'll just put it right over here beside the candle. I did just get it all in 5s because I wasn't sure how much I was going to be putting in where. And so obviously I can duplicate the 5s, but I can't take back, like, I can't make change if I don't have smaller bills in the envelopes that I'm doing. I just wanted to kind of make it easy for myself and just keep it all in 5s. So let's just get started. I do have my computer on the side here. I will be looking over at the tracker that I have for myself and just stuffing these categories based on what I wrote over there. So I did want to give everybody a little some. Not mainly my wallets. Majority of the income is going to be going into the cash binders and sinking funds. I will also say, promptly enough, I will be receiving an order from EMSO Budgets, INA Budgets, and from J Budgets, and also I will be receiving some binders that I ordered along with like some other decorative stuff from Melina over at the Millennial Dollar. I will be receiving that. I'm not sure when because majority of them are in the States. Actually, half of them are in the States and other ones are in Canada. But anyways, the binders themselves are further away in terms of distance. You guys saw in like an earlier video that I had with Budget with Maddie and with the Millennial Dollar. Melina's over in Texas, and therefore, yeah, I'm not sure how long it'll be until I get those binders. And it was a little bit of an impulsive buy, I will say. I didn't necessarily like save for it. I did save a little bit for it, but I did just want to upgrade my binders. Sorry if the angle changed, guys. You might have heard some buzzing. It was actually the debt expert person that I was waiting for a call to make sure of the amounts of the actual, the thing that we have to pay off. So great that that happened because that's out of the way, and I already did go ahead and go in my phone, paid the bill, and all that good stuff. So let's continue. Like I was saying, the majority of the money will be going into my envelopes for sinking funds and such. Oh yeah, and I was saying also that you guys will be seeing at some point, Melina is further away from me in terms of distance, and so I don't know when I'm gonna be getting her binders. Hopefully, you know, before mid-June. I'm filming this on 15th, so hopefully in a month I'll be seeing those binders. But anyways, the binder setup might change again. I just wanted to upgrade some of my binders, and well, yeah, everybody knows about Melina's launch, so I had to contribute to it. Oh, I'm also getting something from Michelle Vu, aka Hustle and Flows. I'm getting her quilted pink binder to replace my savings challenge binder. I will be getting that as well, and so I'm just very, you know, moved by what she's doing with her channel, how she's growing and such. Also, my name is Maria Victoria, and her initials are MV. My initials are MV. And also with Melina, ironically, I mentioned this in another video, her Millennial Dollar MD logo, I'm also MD, like in terms of last name and first name, you know what I mean? So I don't know, I'm just very attached, I suppose, with that situation by the fact that we have the same initials. I don't know, I'm very weird like that. Not that, for example, EMSO Budgets, who is Angela, I'm also getting some stuff from her. She's Latina, so I'm also attached to her in that way. I don't know. I mean, I like supporting everyone who I can, and I definitely have a little bit of everybody, even in the States. But regardless, I do like to support everyone here and there. However, I mean, I do have a soft spot for Michelle here on the community, and then Melina, not only because I believe she said that she's half Mexican. I could be wrong, but I think she said that. And her brand, obviously MD, you know, I'm also a millennial, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I just feel like very attached to those things. I'm very like numerical and like based on that stuff. But anyways, yeah, I like supporting everybody, and if there's like a special reason, I'm just that kind of person. But anyways, let's get to the stuffing. So the first envelope, which is in our wallet, which we will be stuffing. I did show this wallet before like this, and as you guys can see, maybe I can zoom in on the video. However, you guys can see that some of the categories I can't necessarily like show very clearly, but what we will be stuffing here this time around is takeout. By the way, guys, I did fix my black wallet. I did change out the envelopes on the inside to be, instead of like the zippered ones, I just changed them to be the ones that just have the opening on the top. They're not very like broken into, and so they're kind of sometimes hard to open, but essentially that did help a lot because instead of like bulging up here on the sides, ooh, hot candle, instead of bulging up here on the sides with the little zipper tab or whatever heck, this does make it easier, and so it closes perfectly fine now. And so I, you know, no gap or anything. So I'm very happy that I was able to salvage this with a simple fix of changing out the envelopes. And so sometimes if I want to use my blue wallet, or sometimes if I want to use my black wallet, I'll just interchange between them. And the categories in the black wallet are basically still the same as the ones that I have in the blue wallet. Here I still have just gas, groceries, eating out, coffee, and then some other two. I don't remember, and I don't want to go through them right now because I just want to put it away before I get distracted again. But they're basically the same as the blue wallet. With the blue wallet obviously having a little bit more just because I did like hot glue some of the labels and such. But anyways, just wanted to give an update. I did fix the wallet, so I'm very happy because I mean, black does go a lot with like a whole bunch of outfits, and so I didn't want to throw it out. Plus I did pay for it. I didn't want to like throw it out. Not sustainable, not something that I want to do. What we will be stuffing here, takeout. So we will be putting in here, let Let me put this money off to the side so you guys can see. So this is like my little bank, I suppose, pile, and this is what I'm grabbing to actually stuff the wallet. So I do have the takeout and the eating out in the black wallet label. I do have that. Where is it? I'm tripping. It's right here. Okay, so it does have 5, and I am adding another 5, so that in total it will have 15. And for takeout, which is different than date night, which you guys see over here, for takeout is basically if I want to treat myself out to something that is not coffee, because coffee is back here as well. Takeout is just eating out, whether for the family or for myself, but specifically just for my husband and for myself, which would be date night, or, you know, if I don't want to touch the coffee envelope, yeah, that'll stay blank right there. Fun money, which is here, and in the black wallet, it is called personal spending. I'm just gonna put $5 in here. Oh, and it has $5 already. Yay. So it has a total of 10, and it still also have like my little coupons and stuff that I haven't used. And then date night, as described earlier, it's just for my husband and for myself, and that one doesn't have anything right now, but I am adding $10, so that is all that it has. Coffee is getting an additional, what is this little coin here? Interesting. Okay, let me put that in kindness envelope, or not envelope, my little pouch here. And then what was I doing? Coffee. Right. Okay, so for some reason, and I didn't grab anything from here, so I only have the 5. I guess I must have spent the other 5, so this will stay just the same. So this little tracker, I'm not going to be touching it, just the little lid will stay painted brown. I guess I've been spending this money without me even noticing. Is what it is. But anyways, that is it for this wallet, and let's move on to our actual sinking fund binders. Alright, the only envelope that we will be touching in our emergency stay-at-home binder is our emergency, and I chose to do this one in 10s. I am only going to be putting 10, and that's because for this one, the tracker that I'm using is $10. So let's get our little wet erase marker from the Millennial Dollar. Let me just color in one of the little envelopes here. I'll just have this off to the side because I'm going to be using for other things. So let's just do that. Make sure it dries. I'm going to be putting in 10, like I said, and in the meantime, let me get out in the envelope. I did do a condensing recently, so if you have not checked out that video already, please do go check it out. But for now, I just have the 2 20s in here, so that'd be 40, plus the 2 5s, which is an additional 10. So right now I have 50, which obviously does coincide with the fact that I have 10 little envelopes drawn on here. All right, so let's put this in right here. I do want to have the bigger bills displayed on the front, and then on the back, assuming this is dry, I can put in the tracker. That way when you flip the page, you'll be able to see how much you have working with in the inside. And yep, that's pretty much it for this binder. Let's move on to our, I guess, family sinking funds. That's what we're gonna call it for now. But I will have special names, I suppose, for the binders that do come in when they do come in from Alina. I did decide proper names for it, so I'm not like stuttering over my words whenever I do mention what name they have. I don't know, I just feel like whenever I mention, oh, let's move on to my emergency stay-at-home sinking funds binder or whatever, I just always stutter. I don't know, just me. But anyways, I will have like the proper names for it, and I'm thinking of like putting labels on my little ledge here for my desk, so whenever they do line up, I do know which one is called what. So hopefully that'll help. But anyways, let's move on to our sinking funds binder for our family members. For this one, I won't be putting in too much. Let's see what we have going on here. Skipping my brother, but I did want to say I will be saving $15 from here to go into like saving challenges, or seeing if I can fill out any of one of these ones for my husband, and then some from my brother, because I do want to fill them up. I just have to play around with the numbers, but I also do want to play off some saving challenges, and so I'm not sure which one I'll be able to do given the amount that I have here. Let's put $15 for my birthday. The reason why I'm doing $15 is because, one, I don't have anything in this tracker just yet, or in this envelope I should say, but also if you guys can see in this tracker, each icon is 7.5, and I don't want to deal with weird numbers or whatever it is. Therefore, I'm going to be doing 2 icons today. So let's do that first so it has a little bit more time to dry. What do you want to do? Let's do the 3 hearts just to make it, you know, keep it simple. So let's do that. And while this dries, let's put this over here. So we'll do 1, 2, 3. And that's all it has. As you guys saw, the envelope was empty before, and now the $15 is all that it has. I really hope that this is dry. Perfect. Super, super cute. Okay, next I have for here, I'm gonna go all the way to Christmas. I don't know why the bills are backwards, but let's just put it like this. I'm gonna do 5 for Christmas, so I should have $15 here. Yep, I do have $15 left. And with the fact that this one is like a little bit of a weird denomination situation, because I only have 20, which was a round down from this 22, what I'm gonna do is take my spit again, wipe it off here. And then because I'm adding an additional 5, that is like a 25 is over here on the tracker. So let me just check this off. And then while this dries, let me do that. Let me add this to the envelope here. And so as you guys can see, it only has the 20 plus the 5. So it has a total of 25, which does coincide now with the tracker. Cool. Let's just close this. Awesome. So that's basically it, guys. So let's go into our savings challenge binder. And I'm not really looking up at the camera, so I hope that everything has been in frame this time. But anyways, let's see what we can do here. So I have the $15 to play with. Let me see what savings challenges we have. So I know that with the Mean Girls trackers that we have, I could probably fill some, but I want to be able to like see how much I can fill depending on what's in here. I think that's it, because I haven't brought out many more savings challenges. So roll the dice. I could take a risk, and you know, this is usually something that gets filled often, and it's actually the tracker that I have filled out the most. So let's jump into let me see if any one of these ones just has a 5, because I could do army pants and flip-flops, or even like the You Go Glen Coco. Some of these have 15. I don't know if I want to do that, to be honest, because that would be the entire amount. Okay, yeah, let's not do this one as of right now. Let's go back to like my brother's envelope or my husband's envelope, and let's see what we get. Okay, so back to the gray marble binder. So let's see what we can do for my brother. Is there a 5 in here that I can do? Because if there's a 5, I can probably do that. It's funny because there's a 4 and there's a 6. But there's not a 5, and there's not a 1 here either that I can do, like a 2, and a 1. Okay, so my brother will have to be skipped this time. So let's go to my husband. It's save 300, 1, 2, 3, and then there's 12. So 300 divided by 15, I know that would be 20, would it not? And therefore, if it's divided by 12, the icon would be bigger. Oh goodness, I don't know what to do. I feel like all my money might go away in one little slot. Okay, let's see. What else is in here? Well, we have my birthday. That's already filled. My mom all has 10s. I could do hers, to be honest. We'll see. Gifts and birthdays. It's also all just 10s. Vacation, I know, is a big guy. He's 50. Okay, so what am I doing? I think I'm gonna... If I knew that these were all like denominations of 5, 10s, and 15s, maybe I would go ahead and do this. Oh my goodness, what do I want to do? Okay, so I'm just gonna do something from my brother. I'm gonna actually, yes, I'm gonna do that for my brother. I'm gonna go ahead and check off the 10 here because he hasn't gotten anything for a while. So I'm just gonna do X across the 10. I'm gonna do that. So he has $10 for himself. And yay, we started something for my brother. What do you do? And again, the savings challenge tracker is from Little Potato Saver. It takes time. Haha, you get it because it's a time leaf. You get it? Okay, anyways, I love like corny jokes like that. So let's just put this back. Hopefully this is dry already, and therefore you can see in the tracker how much he has. And now let's go to the emergency fund binder, because in here I have my daughter. And so let's see, I know that I have a little scratch off thing for her. So let's see what we scratch off. Let me get my little lucky coin. I did forget to mention this. So this is actually a peso. Let me show it off like this. I don't think you guys will be able to see that. Finally, okay, finally focus after like 10 years. Anyways, this is actually like a peso from the Philippines. We got this as a quarter back from our change that we went to like a coffee shop. And it's so funny because I was like, this is a weird looking quarter. Because it's not, it's 1 peso, which I'm guessing is like a peso. But anyways, from the Philippines, that's cool. So I just keep it as like my little like coin scratcher. So let's do that. So let's get out our little... my daughter must have lost the die. That's great. Anyways, let's just ask Alexa. Echo, pick a number from 1 to 3.
Here's a number between 1 and 3. It's 2.
Okay, so let's do 1, 2, this one. Hopefully it's a 5. We'll see. It's a 7. But that's okay because, to be honest, 7 does round down to a 5. So hopefully the camera wasn't shaking all too much. So a 7 does round down to a 5, so that kind of works out. Yay. And that works out perfectly because 8 and 7 make 15 anyways. And don't I have a 10 and another 15 here? Woo! I love how that works out. Perfect. So it just has the 15. Yay! That's cool. That worked out super, super nicely. Fun. Awesome. So that's it that we have from my daughter. So everybody got a little bit of love today. Let me put my little lucky piso back. Let's just put the pen away and close off with our binders as usual. So yeah guys, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video altogether. I hope that you guys learned a little bit something about how I ended up doing my taxes or how I dealt with my tax return. If you have any questions for whatever reason, definitely leave them downstairs in the comments. I hope that you guys liked how the saving challenges were kind of random and everybody got a little bit of some. If you did, make sure to give me a like, share the video if you feel like it would benefit somebody who you know, share it with them, and then hopefully they stay tuned for more videos and such. And hopefully not only them, but you, if you are not subscribed to the channel, make sure to do so by clicking the button downstairs on the bottom of your screen. I did notice my analytics, majority of you guys are not subscribed, and actually majority of you guys are watching from Spain, and for whatever reason Iraq. So hello to everybody in Iraq, and hola tíos y tías to everybody who is watching from Spain. That's cool. And subscribe to the channel. I mean, if you are constantly coming back, why not subscribe? It helps the channel grow and it makes me happy. Why not do both? With that, I will close you guys with, or I close off this video by blessing you guys with the verse of the day, which is right here. I hope that it blesses and touches your life in whatever way it is possible. I hope that you guys do pray for me. Like I said at the beginning of the video, sometimes we go through things, and asking for prayer, there's nothing wrong with that. And I hope that you guys know that there's nothing wrong with asking for prayers from your family members and such. And so yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Keep God in your thoughts, give your life to him, give your worries to him, and he will help you out with the rest. So yeah, God bless you guys. Until the next video, I'll see you guys later. Bye.